Others actually, they find it more helpful right before they go to bed. We know that mindfulness meditation can be also quite helpful in facilitating sleep and getting people to so building it into a routine. Some people find a way in the middle of the day as a break after lunch or before lunch. What it shouldn't be in a state where you shouldn't use it as a tool in and of itself. You see, that you shouldn't use it as a way to prepare yourself to before you engage in a stressful task, etc. But rather, the thing itself should be an enjoyable exercise practice, and you simply want to try it out. And chances are that you will benefit from it.
Okay. No, I like that answer. I like the fact that you're saying it's like every other kind of workout regimen. It's you can't expect an instantaneous result. You've got to kind of work at it and you got to put in that effort in order to get something out of it. So there's no, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not a quick fix magic pill type of situation. It's just something that you can do for yourself on a daily basis. Get that regimen, get that routine going, and really kind of see if it actually does kind of help you just take things as they come a little bit more. Because I know with me, it's the rumination aspect of my anxiety is what really kind of gets me. When something happens, it's really kind of hard for me to get off that thing.
Exactly.
And whatever that item is, it really kind of overtakes your day and your life sometimes, because that's unfortunately
Yeah.
with
And the
anxiety.
benefits of mindfulness are quite can be tried quite dramatic. And we know that uh, uh, many performers, many athletes, many public performers, they use mindfulness strategies very successfully. It is being taught in schools, and especially if you want to kind of build on your strength and also enjoying the activities that you're doing. And you can really enhance so it's not just as a obviously for clinical purposes it's very beneficial, but we know that many people are using mindfulness strategies who do not have emotional problems or etc., but rather they just want to enhance their skills in doing something. Maybe athletes, Olympic athletes, etc. They use it on a routine basis. Visualization of certain practices. This is a form of mindfulness, of being anchored in the moment, and you kind of channel your energy into kind of zooming it into a particular focus, and that's what you're doing with kind of training your attention and focusing on the mindfulness. But you're right; it is particularly helpful in calming your emotional stormy waters, if you will, because we do really want to be uh, uh, healthy and content and enjoy life, but we are standing in our own way to do that. We're constantly um, chased by our past, and we can't really easily make peace with it, with what happened often, and we are constantly also avoiding future threats from happening, and by doing so, a lot of our pleasure is taken away. The uh, John Lennon once wrote, "Life is what happens to you while you're making other plans." The here and now is what matters, right?
Yeah. No, I'm familiar with that quote. I've seen it multiple times. And I know you've also got the background in CBT or cognitive behavioral therapy. Can you just give a brief description of what CBT kind of encompasses, and then specifically how it can be utilized in basically treating anxiety for an
Yeah,
individual?
yeah, happy to. So CBT is a really broad umbrella term. Stands for cognitive behavioral therapy, and the terms cognitive means has to do with thinking and thoughts, and behavioral has to do with actions. And but it's really a such a broad term now that it's probably we might need to find a new way of describing it, because it obviously, we target emotional disturbance, we include mindfulness practices, we include many what we call evidence-based procedures. These are strategies, psychological techniques, usually, that we know work to help people with their lives, generally speaking. So for that reason, it's not so easy to simply say cognitive behavioral therapy is. It really includes a set of strategies that ideally should be targeted to a given individual with specific issues in a given situation. That's sort of the idea. So when we talk about how CBT, well, first of all,